Welcome to my YouTube channel. I will give you some insights about what's gonna happen in the year of the metal ox, and we have at least some hours to do this. Okay, let's begin. The year that is coming is from eve of 11 or past 11 p.m. on February 11, 2021. By that time, the Tai Shui the Tai Shui of the rat passes on to the Tai Shui of the ox. It is just like passing a baton, or here is now your turn, something like that. There is a baton of the Tai Shui of the rat, and then passing on to the Tai Shui of the ox by that eve of about 11:21 p.m. or so. So by that time, February eve 11, 2021, scenarios, events, and what's gonna happen in the entire world will change everything. Will change again. It's just like the circling, or the rotating, or the revolutionizing of the earth, right? The earth moves eastward. So pag ganun siya, eastward. And by that time, when we reach 11:21 past of February 11, 2021, the metal ox, or we call it the golden ox, comes in. When the metal ox comes in, the scenario of what has been done by the metal rat will be gone and over. So let's be happy and celebrate. Yeah? So we have to celebrate. Yes. We have to celebrate that we come out, or we came out victorious of what happened in the entire world, because the entire world actually suffered, right? Up to this time. And mind you, the metal rat brought us to, we call it in I Ching, Song. And there is conflict. There is conflict because the metal heaven branch is not compatible to the earth branch water rat. Whereas the incoming golden dragon, the gold branch or heaven branch is gold, and the earth branch is earth. They are not conflicting. Actually, the scenario of the world will change because we will have another set of mind, or set of, or shall we call, activities, or we call it what was will not be. So we move on, like the word moving on. We have to go. We go with the time, but the time will be rather positive this time, because we analyze this. The element of the heaven branch is gold, and the element of the earth branch is earth. And they are not conflicting. They are not conflicting. They are very friendly to each other. They are affinities. And so, if we analyze then what's gonna happen with this gold or golden ox. In I Ching again, we go back. When the heaven branch gold meets with the earth branch earth, something solid happens there. Something solid. It is just like thinking about, for example, the scenario is like this. There is the earth, and then there is the hoe. You cultivate the earth, but the gold goes down, and it gives energy. I mean, the next step there is something like this. You will plant, right? And ergo, it is on the side of creation. So while many have been asking me what's gonna happen to the world, will it get worsen? How about the pandemic? Will it still be present? If and when the Southeast Asian countries will not be very careful as to this another variant of SARS, then we will be greatly affected by this, we call it SARS, another wave or variant. They say that is even worse than COVID-19, which could be. It could be. And as a matter of fact, when we read the law Shui, stars falling on the earth at this time of metal ox, the Bing Fu, the illness star is falling on the north. And in the whole picture of a globe, north is somewhere in North America, Alaska, or the neighboring countries near the United States of America. And if we will talk about what is that Bing Fu or illness star falling on the north, it also means that there will be contamination with water. And most of the illnesses or sickness will be coming or will be derived from that contamination of water. The same true telling with injection or vaccination. The same thing that what happened to dengue baksha here in the Philippines, it may recur. So the Department of Health must be very, very careful in dispensing or how do you say that? Giving reseta for that matter. Because when there is contamination with water, or the injection or vaccination is a water form, and with that, reading from the Losius Star that was written in that we call it hexagram, or not hexagram. There is what we call the illness or sickness star falling on that substance or element, and the substance is water. Okay. So for that matter, I will give you an insight what's gonna happen with water. There will be lots of events like drowning, like how do you say that, sea havoc or wreck havoc coming on the way of the water. And please be very careful, especially in traveling by water, like by ship or by boat, something like that. Because by the time, if we say that there is violence with water, then there is. So contamination could also mean violence with the water, because water will be very, very greatly affected by this time of the golden ox. Okay? So with that, those born rats are suggested to be very extra careful about their health, because the illness star is falling on them. Okay? So there are so many rat borns here in our country. The celebrities like Marian Rivera, Heart Evangelista, who else? The speaker, Joe De Venecia, Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, Catherine Bernardo, who else are those bone rat? Okay. And how do you avert such illness? So by this time, before the ox comes, you have to double check your health aspects. You have to. Or if there is an issue of contamination with water, then refrain from it, or see to it that what comes into your mouth, if it is liquid, double check it, so that you are secured and you will not get sick. Okay? So that's it. So that's the rat. Then comes the ox. The ox is now the Tai Sui, or we call it the Grand Duke of Jupiter. So he is the one, she is the one, the general or the Tai Sui is the one in charge right now. And if you're born ox, you are being told to be very extra careful also, especially in if your work relates with going to the mountain or going to the flat land. Why? Why? There is why. Star number 9 falling on the position of the ox would mean that there is Ming-Yi. Ming-Yi is something like you killed your own light. The turning off the light. The darkening of the light. So there is the light and you turn it off. Or there is the fire and you extinguish the fire. By that telling, those ox born must be very careful, especially if they are celebrities. There might be, or there may be great scandals against them. Or not only scandals, but the like of scams. So you have to be very, very careful because of that star. Okay? And for that matter, the Tai Sui and then the nine or the Loshu star 9 falling on that aspect, having told that that position is a negative one. There is the Ming-Yi and then there is the Tai Sui. If you could imagine, the Ming-Yi would mean like nalaos. You're already nalaos. You are pasikat and then nalaos. Or you disgrace yourselves. Okay? So it is now a warning signal, especially for the ox born, to be very extra careful for the year. And for that matter, Northeast is also affected. Here in the Philippines, northeastward is going somewhere in Olongapo and Zambales, right? So that one, or if your main door is going northeastward, you have to be very careful because that is Tai Sui. You might provoke the Tai Sui. The Tai Sui is the bantay or the guard or the one sitting on that position. Sometimes we suggest them to wear the tai sui, the image of the tai sui. Or if you have to have the calligraphy, the Chinese calligraphy ox, then you may do so. What else? With the ox, ox per se, or those born ox, must be very, very careful, not only in dealing with others, but also in dealing with their very own self. Because they might destroy their very own selves. Celebrities like, there are celebrities, many celebrities like Josh Garcia, Liza Soberano, who else? The President, Erap. Joseph Estrada is also an ox. Who else? Julia Barreto is an ox born. Okay. Then, moving on, we have the year of those born year tiger. Okay. Next to it is tiger, the ox. A tiger has nothing to worry about because tiger is going at large and he is or she is very, very lucky this year. The tiger has we call that star Taiyang. It means that in all aspects of his or her life, there is what you call the amassing of wealth, and things are not problematic on his side. Many things will happen for you for this year 2021 because of the Taiyang star. And then what's gonna happen with the tiger having that star number 9? Many friends will come to you. Many friends, long time ago friends, or friends that you haven't heard of for quite a time, will now seek for you and go with you, abide with you. If you're a businessman born tiger, this is now a very lucky time for you to make money, especially in the field of wood industry, and that's it, in the wood industry. Next to it is the rabbit. The rabbit has what we call the star number 4, and he has all that star for money, for love, for romance, for education, and the like, which is a very, very lucky star. But mind you, the star Sanmang, or we call it the funeral gate, is falling on the rabbit. So if you are driving, if you're a pilot, or if you are we call it a ship captain, or if you are how do you say that, driving a car or a train or a ship or a boat like that, be very careful with the people. Because there is death. Sanmeng means there is death. There is funeral gate. Be very, very extra careful in what you do this time, because hundreds or thousands of people might die because of you. Because you might cause the multitude's death. By the way, going back to the idea of we call it the golden ox, with the gold up above and then The earth branch is earth. In I Ching, this results to Shui. Shui. It means clustering. It means that what was one or number one becomes multitude, becomes multiplied, becomes doubled, tripled, something like that. So, regarding the funeral gate of the rabbit, that funeral gate is very, very fearful because this might cause a multiplier effect on death. It's not only one who will die, many will die because of that Shui. So that Shui, or the clustering, has both positive and negative energies. It's not only positive. It has also negative aspect. And that is one of the negative aspect. If one is only one to die by meaning of Shui, it might be doubled, tripled, or even more. So we have to be very, very careful, especially if you are a pilot, if you are a driver, or you are a ship captain. Yeah, be very, very extra careful in doing your job this time. Next to it is the dragon. The dragon for this year has the energy or the star, we call it Tai Yin. The dragon is not really compatible with the ox, though the dragon is compatible to the heaven branch 1. This is a gold. Now, with the dragon, if we analyze the position of the dragon, it has that yellow star 5. Yellow star 5 is the leader vis-a-vis with the Tai Shui. Now, if the yellow star is falling on the dragon, and Southeast Asian countries especially, and even the Philippines, we belong to that group. And the yellow star might cause an irritation to the earth, or we call it exactly earthquakes or soil erosion or the field. We are now, for example, plowing the field, right?